Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pokemon Mystery Dungeons and Dragons. I appreciate you're here watching this and not watching stuff going on in Area 51.
This is my area.
Yeah. I already saw some stuff there. In the Area 51. Oh, I can see that that Rain is no longer in the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got replaced last time.
Episode.
He's dead, guys.
Yeah. Gone
He's
forever.
in limbo.
Got replaced.
Honestly, he might be in a better situation than the rest of us.
Oh boy! And
Alright, let's just.
I'm just saying, like, Rafa's looking away from all of us.
Well, actually, you are.
I'm on my own quest. I'm on my own.
This is very fitting because you are like technically in the middle of a desert. I guess it's kind of like fitting of Area 51, right?
Damn it, Mike.
We have to Naruto run to safety.
No kidding.
Anyway, I can already see some people are in the chat, so I guess we should
Let's just get on with this.
get that recap out of the way. On the last episode, our Dark Heroes got through the trials, the proving grounds, and retrieved the Gracidia flower for Sora in order to leave Lucretia, as well as Henry touching a weird statue, causing him and their new companion, totally not replacing Rain. Don't worry, he's coming back. Don't worry. October 6th, guys. October 6th. Caused them to die and had a weird vision involving Henry on stage with the audience gradually disappearing before him and everything being obliterated shortly after, as well as a vision through the eyes of some weird human statue. Eventually they came back to life and left the dungeon with all their spoils, including the flower for the alchemist, the flower for Sora to leave, the orb that they wanted to collect. I don't know what their intent is yet. And they went back to Lucretia, noticing no one was by this shrine where people are usually, or Shaymin are usually praying, and Henry caught the whiff in the air of spicy ribs, which he remembered he scented that weird human creature on the distraction with his glove.
Oh my god, so it is him.
The glove, more precisely.
So he didn't change his love. Well, that's something.
And that's where you stand. You stand kind of in front of that shrine with Sora kind of looking around, kind of curious as to where everyone is.
In other words, I'm just about to hate everything in this 2-hour freaking flight. Ah, crap. Oh, who wants to start first?
Who wants to
Second
kick this ball off?
Okay, someone just asked if they needed tapping. What? Are you saying that? Are you saying that Robin doesn't exist anymore, huh? Nick? Do you think Robin doesn't exist anymore? Hey,
Okay.
hey, I'm here. I'm just somewhere else, okay?
In another
Okay,
castle.
really. I guess I'm gonna have to start it then.
All right.
I'm just gonna use second win.
You can go ahead and do that if
Second win.
you're probably all battered and bruised, so you know.
I'm only at 1 hit point from guys.
So
Yes.
Rafa deeply inhales and exhales and gets them, I think, a D10 plus your fighter level. So
Yeah.
D10 plus 4.
Oh no!
Was it a 1?
Wait, that's you rolled a d20.
So you rolled a d20 to the d.
D10.
You have to roll.
He needs to roll a d10.
Yeah.
Whoops.
There you go.
That's
That's
basic.
6 HP for you. So you're still pretty battered, but not
How
as
about
bad.
the citrus berry? I'm gonna eat the
Well.
citrus berry.
I hope that getting all these flowers are worth it.
A citrus
No. Remember, the Phantom Thieves are in this home dimension. They just
Yeah.
that was the end of it. I'm just responding to
Yeah.
Magician Tronic, who said they're still in the other dimension. They're not.
The citrus berry is 2d4 plus 2, I believe.
I'll take it.
This is awful.
Okay.
I've got 13 hit points.
So I'm taking a breath. Well, I better hope that all these flowers are worth it. Hey. I take a moment to listen, which there is nothing, I
Yeah.
assume. Is it just me, or are things strangely quiet?
Sora, is this usual?
No, there's usually Shaymin flying out by now. You could see them in the sky, going out in the desert to put seeds down.
I look up in the sky.
There is nothing, but if you want to look harder, you could do a perception check.
Sure.
All right.
I want to do a perception check as well.
Okay.
I believe that is a plus.
I'll add one more to that.
Oh, so it's 17?
Hold on. Yeah.
All right. Let's let Henry do one too, I guess. All right. Okay, so Henry, you're kind of distracted by the spicy rib spell, and Rodney, though you see nothing. You look hard and hard for maybe Shaymin through the clouds or something. You don't find it, but you do catch a really weird whiff of something strange. It smells spicy.
Oh gosh.
But it's very faint though. It's not like an overpowering stench.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, gravy. Anyone smell that?
Just
Gravy.
creepy, I'm sorry.
You smell gravy. I smell spicy
What?
ribs.
Rafa! Yeah, I guess I was a little bit too into it, yeah. Anyway. And what is that stupid smell? Guys, something's not right.
Hmm.
Do you think that there was another explosion in the alchemy shop?
Don't be
I don't-
ridiculous.
Those do
I don't-
happen every day. So Sora, about you're afraid.
I don't see why that would cause all the Shaymin to go missing.
Well, I'm just gonna go back to the Elder and give him this flower so we can go.
Yeah,
I mean,
sounds like a good idea.
we'll at least find out what's going on anyway. Let's go.
Okay, so the Elder's house is not far from here. It's just kind of you go a little south and then over to the right, and you could basically see it. But you notice the streets are empty as you go, which is kind of arousing Sora's suspicion even more, as you can see him kind of like looking around.
Look, I knew this was a quiet town already, but this is just too quiet.
It's still middle of the day, right?
Yeah, it's still actually pretty early in the morning.
Shaymin should be around. Are
Should
they
we be
like?
hearing gratuitous harmonious too?
At that moment, Sora kind of stops and he realizes you're right. And then he kind of diverts his path and he starts going towards that rehearsal hall.
Wait, hold on. I thought we were supposed to go to the Elder.
You're right, though. They should be performing right now.
Yes, let's go to the hall. Let's see What is going on?
Can we at least stop by the alchemy shop before we get there? Might as well.
Oh, why
I
are we
think
going in 3 different directions at once?
I
It's on
think
the way.
I don't think it's on the way. I think it's the opposite. The choir place is on the way to the alchemy shop. I'm pretty sure.
No, you remember the rehearsal hall is kind of, it's a little northern of Lucretia. The alchemy guy's, really south by your hotel, or, your inn, whatever you want to, your shack. You know Sora's just not listening to you, and he's going towards there.
Come on, Sora, please. Sora, come back. I'm
I'm
just gonna go
following
after
Sora.
him.
Yeah. And as you are you following? Everyone following him?
Well, I'm following Sora. I know.
All right, all right,
You
Yes.
can't lose her baby.
Yeah, I think we have to.
all right. So you see, like, everything kind of just thrown down, like all those decorations and kind of other things that were being used for the festival are just kind of scattered on the ground.
I don't believe this. Everything's wrecked, destroyed.
Do you think Nyx came out of the dungeon? Because if so, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Why
Can I
would
make it-
Erebus or Nyx do anything when they at least believe that they have us working for them?
Can I make an investigation?
Regarding what?
How about if we just... Is there anything on the ground that I can look at? Some sort of destroyed piece of,
Yeah.
whatever?
Yes.
Correct.
Go ahead and... Oh, yeah, okay. Do an investigation if you're trying to find
course.
tracks.
Seven.
No, you just kind of see all these decorations, like bows and little signs and stuff, just kind of laying on the ground unceremoniously.
Something absolutely wrecked this place.
Well, does it look does it look wrecked, or does it look like it was just scattered in a hurry?
It was just kind of like dropped, scattered.
Yeah.
Isn't too much of a mess, but it's litter right now.
Yeah, natural 20. What
What?
tracks do I see?
Okay, you see a bunch of Shaymin footprints, and they appear to be kind of in a hurry. And with that fantastic nat 20 roll, you find footprints that look that of, well, a human boot, but you really wouldn't know that would have belonged to a human, you know what I'm saying?
How long ago did he come through here? It's part of my fighter archetype.
In the last hour.
In the last hour.
Well, it's not within the past 5 minutes.
So he might have just came
So-
by, or he's still looking around.
Is this... Do any of you recognize this footprint?
Hmm?
It doesn't
Um,
have toes or paws or...
Would we recognize that footprint?
Okay, you're gonna have to get a really high history check on this.
Well, okay. Let's try it anyway.
Okay.
I'm like, well, y'all have seen his boots.
Who's this?
Oh, Rodney with that nat 20.
26.
Well, Rodney, you must have read a lot of fairy tales about humans, because that looks like a human footprint.
Oh, good night, Irene.
What is it, Rodney?
Oh god, oh god. I've seen these from the fairy tales. That's a human footprint.
A human.
Yes, a human, Lucius. You understand what
Crap.
right?
I
Like the
understand
human
completely.
who turned Ape into stone.
It means that a metallic laser man is back.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Oh.
Sora! I'm
Oh.
going to run up and grab Sora.
What's going on? I thought humans would have been an amazing find.
He said, "Let go of me."
Sora, we need to run now.
But I can't. I've got to go back for them.
Sora, if I'm right, there's nothing to go back to. There's a dangerous creature here. We need to head to town immediately, see if we can warn anybody who's there to leave. Otherwise, we also need to leave.
There's 6 of us. We can take it on. We fought
I
that.
don't think you understand. No,
We can't.
can't.
The last time we tried to take on two things at once, it didn't go very well for us.
Rafa,
Let me say this right now. We cannot take that on in our current strength.
So we're just gonna leave everyone behind. What if there's someone still here?
We're not
Wouldn't
going
they
to
be
leave
able to
everyone
fly
behind.
away, Sora?
We're going to head to the village, see if anyone's there, and warn them. And then we're going to leave ourselves.
Wait. If anyone was around during the disaster, wouldn't they have just flown away already?
You're right.
So either they're not here anymore, not Niflheim, or they've already left.
Look, Sora, let me get straight to the point. What we're talking about is a 6-foot behemoth. Do I know how big it is? I'm just gonna say it's really big.
Yeah. You've seen it.
It's a really big behemoth, and it can shoot freaking laser beams at us, and one false move, and you're instantly a clunking piece of metal. Do you truly want to risk that?
Roll a persuasion, Rodney.
Oh, God.
I'm
I'm the one who's better at persuasion.
Well, I'm trying to persuade him too.
Ah!
What?
That's another nat 20. You could see he's like really conflicted right now, but he realizes you do make sense with are making sense with what you say, and it'd probably be safer to go over there. So he stops resisting and he nods.
Oh, for freak's sake. That's a good thing
Okay,
I know a
let's-
natural 20. What?
Let's head
Hold
into
on.
town. Let's see if we can find anybody. And if not, let's try and get out of here as soon as possible. Right, everybody?
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so you're just kind of going to the inn area or like kind of the town-ish area?
Yeah.
All right. So
I just noticed that's 20s in a row.
yeah, I know. There's a lot of 20s going on with you guys right now.
Whoa.
You go to the town, and here you actually see some damage to like the houses themselves. There's kind of like bits of like rock taken off the tops of some of these dwellings.
Oh, frick. How many, do all the houses look like they're damaged?
No, just like a few of them. They're not, and it isn't like drastic damage. It's just kind of just damage on the side. Almost just like someone just kind of like took a little bit of a hammer to it, not like a sledgehammer.
Can I make a perception check to check for presences?
Just to see if there's anyone living in the area.
Yeah, to see if there's any living beings around.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Anyone who also wants to make this perception check, please join in because
Sure.
Because that's a beautiful little -1 there.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, because I'm kind of not very perceptive.
I'll do it.
I saw a piece of the roof was taken off, Quill.
Only Henry knows.
Ah, yes!
Like even with your roll there, Henry, you don't really detect the presence of anyone really. Even the wind isn't blowing right now either, and it kind of gave off a cool breeze while you were here, when you were originally here. but it's not really giving that anymore.
It seems that it seems as if everything is dead. It feels like a rather dead atmosphere around here.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Henry. That's very comforting. Look,
What do we do?
We really need to think about how to get out of here.
I mean, we have ways out. We can head to the alchemist's house. He has those orbs that'll take us to Sara Town. But, gosh, I don't feel right leaving right now, not knowing whether there's anybody around or not.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to convince you to get out of Dodge.
I don't think you can persuade. I don't think you could persuade player characters.
No.
Okay, smartass.
What do you guys think?
We might as well go to the alchemy shop.
I really do not want to be sticking around.
I don't know if any of you know how to get to Sahar Town by foot, but I don't.
We can't get down here.
What was that?
We can't get down here without the other Shaymin.
What do you mean by we can't get down here without the other Shaymin?
How do you expect to get down from here?
Oh, that's a fair
Go
point.
through the shrine.
It's only one way.
Yeah, I figured just about as much. The shrine is only one way.
Hold on.
Here's my thought process. We know that Gulzar the Alchemist has orbs that'll take us to Sara. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's go in, let's either deliver the Astral Orchid, or if he's not there, let's at least leave the Astral Orchid for him. Let's grab the orbs, and then while holding the orbs, let's look around. That way we can use them in case we run into danger.
We could continue his research when we reach the Expedition Society. It might help Sora find his sky form.
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Well, I have a
neither.
researcher's kit.
Let's just head to the Alchemist for now, and we'll decide then.
Right, we'll think of it as we go.
Okay, he's pretty close by. So, yeah, you can find his abode very, very quickly.
I should probably take a sniff in the air, too.
I just want to take a whiff. Give me a perception.
Sure.
You don't smell
That's
anything.
Oh, no.
Don't see or smell anything.
That's a natural one.
Oh, that is. You peaked and then you dropped.
What the hell?
Anyway, you get to the Gulzar's abode, and he doesn't appear to be home, and everything's intact, which is strange for this guy too. Like nothing's blown up. So yeah, you're standing outside of his abode right now.
Okay. Let's head in, place the Astral Orchid, grab the orbs, and then let's see if we can find any survivors.
I still think we should take it with us if no one is around anymore.
We promised to deliver the Astral Orchid in exchange for the orbs.
And if
I
he's
believe
gone,
I believe it's right that we leave the flower, though.
if he
We
died,
don't-
that flower is gonna sit there and rot while his research goes undone.
Okay, here's what I have to say. Everybody else, what do you guys think? We'll go based on majority vote.
I honestly think there's really no use for the Astral Orchid, so we might as well.
Same here.
Okay, majority rules.
Same out of 4? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Well, go in.
All right, you go in. You see his kind of lab with like little beakers set up and all that. There's kind of like a little board where he was like scribbling stuff. You can't make heads or tails out of all this. This looks like the work of a serial killer. It's just a bunch of like letters and numbers and stuff. There is a you also see a desk with 2 cabinets on either side.
Unfreaking believable.
Okay, the key is on. I remember he left his. At least he grabbed his key on the table, so he probably left his key on the table too.
The key is not there.
Burning?
Alright,
That's
time to rip
trouble.
the drawer open.
Oh, great. Of course the key isn't here. Can we investigate to try and find the key?
Yeah, he's pretty messy, so it's worth an investigation here. So give me an.
Hey,
I know. Hold on,
hey
guys.
Rodney, don't you know how to pick locks?
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
Mimikyu kind of like nods.
You
And
really
that's
want
probably not getting
you
anything.
really want me to do that?
I mean, we'll look around. You can try for the locks.
Okay. Is it possible to do that, Mike?
Yes, it is possible to pick the lock if you want to. Everyone else, you look through all these papers and all this stuff, and you are unable to find this key.
Alright, let's give this one a shot then. Let's see. I really should remember this. Dexterity?
Dexterity
Yeah,
plus
it's
your
not-
proficiency times 2. So your proficiency is what right now? It's
It should still be 2, I believe. Or no, not that's not. Yeah, no, it is 2. So it's Dex plus 4.
7.
Dex
With this-
7. well.
Which one are you doing? The one on the right or the left?
There's 2 of them?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, crud. Which one was it?
Choose the
I'll-
right.
Do the one on the right.
All right. The one on the right, you stick your trusty lockpicks in. You notice it's this drawer is rather cold. But as your lockpicks catch the tumbler, it is unlocked.
This is weird. Cold? But why would I know that? Isn't all metal locks cold anyway?
It's unusually cold.
Christ. Okay. I'm opening it.
All right. Inside, there are 2 orbs, which you recall seeing earlier, and there are actually 3 vials. These vials... Oh, underprepared. Just a second.
Oh, God.
Just a second. Okay. There are 3 vials. One is purple, one is yellow, and one is red.
Okay.
I do not want to touch those. Look, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to take a quick minute.
Yeah.
Alright,
Be
well.
right back.
Well, we need to pick the other lock, so it's not like we're able to do anything until he gets back.
We
Well,
can break it open.
You see you see what's in there. It's the 3 vials and the 2 orbs.
Are those the orbs from before?
They certainly look like it.
Alright, well, one person should have a vial and one person should have an orb, and we should divvy them up equally.
Yep, there's only 2
I'm
orbs.
taking the
Aren't these-
purple.
2 orbs, 3 vials. That makes 5, 6 of us.
Yes, but 2 orbs. Each orb only teleports 2 people, remember?
It's
3.
Each orb does 3 people. Never mind. And there's only 6 of us. Yeah, never mind.
I'm taking the purple vial.
Okay. You
I'll
notice
take
it-
one of the orbs.
You notice when you put your hand in there, you notice it's really cold in there. It's not like hurting you or anything. You just notice it's really cold.
Again, this feels dead.
I'm back.
Okay, Henry took the purple orb, and I think Rafa took purple vial, and Rafa took one of the orbs, I believe.
I'm not gonna bother touching any of that stuff. Besides,
we need the orbs, remember? The orbs are what teleport us out.
Don't you guys already have both of them?
Rafa took one of the orbs. I recommend you take the other orb, actually.
Oh, okay then. I'll take it. But first, before I take it, I do want to ask something.
Mm-hmm.
I know this might be a bit late for this, but can I try to figure out why it's unusually cold, or do I just have no clue?
Do a... What would this be? Give me a... I guess...
Investigation or history?
No,
maybe?
this would be a weird... Arcana.
Arcana?
Arcana.
Okay. Well, there it is. 11.
11. Oh, my... Oh, okay. So you don't know. You just know this drawer is really cold for some reason.
I guess I'll just take the orb.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Like...
Everything feels like everyone's dead.
And like before, it feels very icy when you grab for it, but then it's warm again when you take it out.
Maybe it's trying to keep things preserved.
If we take out the drawer, you think we would find anything attached to it?
I don't think I want to press our luck, but...
Well, take out the vials first, obviously.
There was a yellow one and a red one left.
I do not plan on touching any of that. Nope, no way. Let's get out of Dodge.
I don't remember what color the vial making us stronger is, do I?
No, you don't.
Didn't figure.
I said it, too.
Fine, I'll just take the others.
Wasn't it the purple one that did the buff?
You guys are idiots.
Okay, Henry takes the other 2 vials. They're in this, like, convenient little, like, kind of holder thing, so you can hold them all at once.
It's in my bag.
And they have, like, a little corkscrew in them, so they're not going to spill.
Yeah, listen, I didn't want to deal with this bickering anymore, so might as well.
I thank you for that, too. So, okay, you got the vials.
Let's just get out of here.
Okay, we have the orbs. Now, first off, let's stick together, but now that we have these and now that we have an escape route, I think we should try and see if we can figure out what happened to all the Shaymin.
Did you leave the flower?
Are we gonna leave the flower?
We were 3-1 on the vote, so unless we
like
get
what?
a draw with Mimikyu and Sora.
I'm the one who has the flower, so I get to make that decision.
Okay, then make that decision.
Oh god, what am I gonna do?
I know what we should do, but...
I take out the flower and I'm like, gee, I don't know.
Put it on the desk, cat!
Put it in the
You don't have to
drawer.
be so
It won't
harsh about
decay
it. Fine,
Yeah,
fine,
actually-
I'll just put it on the table, jeez.
Okay. You place the sparkling flower on the table.
Okay. Let's go and let's be careful.
Alright.
Okay.
Where are you going?
For now, we're going outside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and once we're out, I'm going to ask Sora if there was any possibility that there were Shaymin anywhere in town, where do you think they would be right now?
The rehearsal hall, he says, very kind of downstruck.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, they were supposed to practice every day until the festival.
I got a bad feeling about this.
But if we don't hear them, they're probably not there.
Oh no.
All right, well, We have the orcs.
To do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Ugh.
We have the orbs, so Rafa and Rodney, be ready to use them at any point in time to get us all out of here. Let's head to the rehearsal hall.
Okay.
This is nuts.
So
Yes, trust the cat who has been constantly whining this whole time.
I haven't whined in like a... Hey!
Yes, you are.
just to tell you about the mechanics of this, with the warp orb, you need to be standing 5 feet within 5 feet of each other in order for it to teleport all of you. Well, 3 of you, I guess. So.
Okay, so we just stay close together.
All right.
Well, it means that someone would have to be on the left and right of Rafa and on the left and right of Rodney.
Yeah.
Okay, then if we're doing marching, I'll be on Rodney's right. Sora will go on Rodney's left. Henry can go.
Just tell me which. Just tell me the groups who are together. Who's basically together right now? Like in your...
Rafa, Henry, and Mimic, you're on one. Me, Lucius, and Sora on the other.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. And you're going to the rehearsal hall?
Yeah, very carefully, but we're going to the rehearsal hall.
Much against my wishes, but go ahead. Sure, fine.
Okay.
Fuck you, Sam.
Hey, you're using my real name, are you?
Yeah, come on, just... you walk through the streets, noticing the dead silence, and you get to the rehearsal hall, and it looks like a church on Saturday.
In other words, quiet as all hell.
Yeah.
Well...
There's no door, so we can see inside it, right?
Yep, no one's inside. Well, from your vantage point, anyway.
Take a little peek.
Looks like there's nobody here.
Doesn't seem like it.
Looks like there's nobody anywhere.
Seems like he walked in and walked out.
Do we still smell spicy ribs?
You've come to the conclusion it was kind of a fleeting smell. Like it kind of went away after a while. You don't really smell it anymore.
Well, if that was the human, he's not here at the moment.
This is stupid. Why are we still here?
Sora says, if you guys are saying this is a human, how is he like that and why am I like this?
If you want me to be perfectly honest, I'm not even sure.
The best
I mean, I wasn't even sure. I'm not even sure if that thing is human. All I know is that it's some sort of creature that's... You remember what Discord said, that's interested in mythical Pokemon, apparently, and it's dangerous. I don't know anything else about it, but...
The simple answer is, we have no clue. We just know that they exist. Sometimes they come in a Pokemon form, and apparently now we know they can come in a human form too. Thankfully. Thankfully, awful for us.
Town's empty.
All gone.
Well, might as well go to Sahar Town.
I guess so.
If the human is gone, Sora, is there anything you want to do before we leave?
I want to get some things back at the Elder's house.
All
Okay.
right.
Sure. We'll do that.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, are you escorting him or you let him go off by himself?
Escorting.
Okay.
Nobody goes alone right now.
Okay.
Even if the threat is potentially gone, I think being alone is terrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mimikyu is in tow too, so he's not. He seems a little scared right now, so he's staying really close.
Why do I hear boss music?
No, you hear the da 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 da. You get to the elder's house, and Sora goes inside. And it's this house is a little bigger than the other ones, but you could tell he went into a room and he's kind of throwing things all over the place. Well, not like a maniac. Like he's just kind of pulling things out and putting them in a bag, maybe. But after 10 minutes or so, he seems to be done, and he walks out with like a little bag on his side.
All right, are we all ready to go on a trip?
There's one more thing I want to do.
What? No.
Rodney, please calm down.
Rafa elbows Rodney.
Hit
Come
something.
on. I've been waiting forever.
You
See, he's taking this hard.
He seems to be kind of like leading the way, and he seems to be going back to the rehearsal hall.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Okay. And then he kind of walks inside and goes down the aisle, and he gets on the stage and he starts singing the solo for the song.
I knew it.
This is not great.
And he seems to get through it without his voice cracking or dropping or hacking up his lungs. But he got it off pretty beautiful little solo there.
I swear the next moment he ends up getting in danger.
Okay. You feel... Well, I can't ask if you feel better. I don't think...
When you say that, Mimikyu like hits you in the stomach, Rodney.
I didn't say anything.
He says, "Okay, let's go."
Okay.
Positions, everyone. Positions.
Okay. Let's head to Saratown then.
Here we go.
I've got to admit something. I haven't been outside the village much, so this is gonna all be pretty new to me.
It's probably going to be pretty new for a lot of us.
All of us.
All right, let's go.
All
You
right.
haven't been in a city before?
Well, he just says no, and then you use the orbs. So in like just a instant, you find yourself like in the middle of the sand, and you see around you is, well, more sand. It's very coarse and rough. It's all over the place. And in the distance, you see a kind of like, you could see what looks like a city, a town, something in the distance, a settlement of some kind.
Could have put us at least a few feet closer.
And another thing that kind of instantly hits you is the uncomfortable, scorching heat.
I feel like I'm on fire.
You wish we had the drawer with us now?
What?
Well, in any case, how long is it going to take us to reach the city?
You think a good like half an hour. It's kind of hard marching through the sand, but yeah.
Well, let's go, guys.
Let's do this.
Okay. So it takes about a half an hour, but you finally get to the gates, and you see for what may be like the first time on your journey is like kind of like this melting pot of Pokemon walking around, not just all Shaymin, and it's an actual city.
Leave civilization.
But Rafa, you know some things about this city in particular. Because you were here before, actually. What you know is, so this isn't like your typical city in the Pokemon world. It's more of like a trading outpost. This is where a lot of exploration teams and the likes kind of gather, because there's a lot of treasure on the Sand Continent, a lot of like gold and stuff, and so they come here in order to obtain it, and they kind of try to hawk it off inside this town. So there's a lot of trade that goes on, and because of that, there are a lot of outlaws in the town too. You remember on your first go through here that you saw Pokemon kind of eyeing you up, looking at that like
outlaws. Oh, great.
Eyeing up your bag and probably wanting to mug you at some point, but you kind of hired help and maybe scared them away.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
But you know it's not the friendliest city. And
okay.
Yeah.
Can Rafa tell that to us?
I don't know, is she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Okay.
Apparently she's the only one that knows what civilization is like.
Well, this town in particular, because this is where the seasoned veterans go.
Okay. So, assuming Rafa told us, I'm going to make sure that my necklace is concealed, and I'm going to leave my ruby bracelet in my bag.
Okay.
Basically, I'm going to make sure I have nothing on me that looks valuable.
Okay.
There are outlaws here? Oh, great. I'm not exactly on friendly terms with them, exactly.
Well, you can speak their language, right?
That's true, but what if they know?
Is this Sarah Town, Rafa?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then there's likely a port here, so...
Friends off on business, he'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's likely a port here,
You know there's a port here, Rafa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can hopefully see if we could take a ship. Otherwise, let me think.
You know
Rafa,
what?
do you know if there's a Pelipper's post office here as well?
There should be. I'm speaking for you, Rafa, that you know there should be.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll need to deliver something at the Pelipper's post office then. And we should also see if we can secure passage across the sea.
Great, back on the vote.
Well,
You're kind of sitting on the the gate of the city. You could see several Pokemon walking by.
Can't help but feel like things are going full circle.
See like a little Caterpie just kind of skirt by. You're not in the town yet. You're just kind of hanging around the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's head in.
All right.
Go.
to the post office.
I've got everything concealed, so I don't have anything valuable on me. Same.
Is everyone kind of doing this, kind of like hiding all their valuable equipment? I'll assume for the time being Henry is doing this.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Henry is doing.
Like I showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah. And you just say that. With no context. Okay. Okay, so you're just going through the town, going to the post office where Okay.
Oh, great.
Sure. You notice like several Pokemon kind of eyeing you because you kind of look like an odd crew right now.
We are an odd crew.
Yeah. But you kind of you go to the central area and you go north some, and you go through this area that is labeled Avenue to Fortune. And you see a bunch of Pokemon kind of have like all these like valuable wares kind of sprawled out on little claws on the ground. And they're kind of like, trying to rally people over to buy them. Maybe telling it really embellished stories about these artifacts, but...
Don't make eye contact.
Sora asks you, Lucius, he's like, hey, can I maybe look around here?
Based on what we've seen, how are the Pokemon here reacting to mythical Pokemon in our group?
They seem to be more concerned with selling junk rather than, eyeing him.
Who do you think cares?
Keep within eye and earshot of us at all times, but I suppose
someone should be next to someone at any time.
Trust me, I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna go down a dark alley with a bunch of shady-looking Pokemon. Okay, I can take care of myself.
That's not gonna stop them from yoinking you into a building.
And I don't really have anything valuable anyway. I just took a few flowers.
But do they know that?
I know.
They're going to assume it.
Well,
just stick within eye shot of us and be careful. I doubt we can afford anything here anyway, so it's not really worth our time to really look around too much.
No, hell no.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna look around. I don't think anything will happen in broad daylight.
You misunderestimate the power of criminals. Believe me, I know.
Okay, so is that you're just gonna let them kind of look around?
Yeah, I'm focused on finding the post office.
All right, so Rafa kind of knows the way. So you just kind of see him kind of like look at stuff. You could see like this a spirit tomb try to convince him to buying this like little goblet, but he doesn't seem to be like paying attention. He's just kind of like admiring it.
People seem to know their history, or at least very good at bluffing.
Oh, well, look at that! Look at that! It's the discarded helmet of James Porkis III.
Well, that's not all. I had the great true crown of King Princess Philip I.
No, actually, you dropped that.
I did.
I think you did during the
I thought it was a plate, not a...
Oh no, yeah, it was a plate. Sorry, yeah. So I'm not looking at your inventory. Anyway, you get to this building that's kind of shaped like a Pelipper. It's kind of different from like a usual one that's kind of painted and all that. It's like a rock. Because you don't think they have very much wood on the sand continent.
Okay, I will head inside.
Yes, enter the stone structure.
Okay.
Presumably sandstone.
Rafa's gonna stay outside and keep her eyes on the wandering one there.
I guess I have to too.
On Sora?
Yeah.
All right.
You have to stick in your shoes, right?
All right. So, in the post office, you could see like a Pelipper working at the desk. And he's kind of, it looks actually kind of empty in here. You don't think the sand continent has a lot of mail traffic. Considering how crappy it must be to live here.
Okay. Well, I will go up to the Pelipper and ask, hello, sir.
Oh, hello. Can I do for you, sir?
Oh, I have a few letters I'd like to have delivered, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're the first one in weeks.
I apologize. I suppose I would have figured a trading outpost would have a lot of mail, but...
You don't have to apologize.
In any case, first things first is I'm going to finally deliver Incensia's letter.
All right. When you take this out, you you see on the front of it, there's these weird, just like weird chicken scratch. It just looks like jar. It doesn't look like any language you're familiar with. But you kind of hand that over if you don't want to examine it anymore.
Yeah, I just plan on handing it over.
Okay. This is strange, but yeah, we can deliver that. You said you had a couple?
Yeah. Just give me a second.
You want this to be like a DM only thing that you're sending?
Yeah, I have I'm just doing a bit of editing. Sorry, I wasn't actually expecting to be able to send these letters.
All right, so you don't have to do it now. You could do it for me later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 other letters. I'm supposed to tell you one is to go to the Lively Town, or to go to the Expedition Society in Lively Town. The other one is to go to Skull and Ironforge Village.
Okay. And Ironforge Village. That's in the Grass Continent. All right. We have, we can do that for you. He kind of, puts them in a little basket behind him.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Good day to you.
Good day to you too. While I have you, if you don't mind, is the Lapras liner still backed up?
Oh, a lot. You won't have any luck getting on that.
Do you know of any other possible ways to get to, say, either the Grass Continent or to get to Barhamtown, the Grass Continent, or Lively Town, the Water Continent?
Well, you just have to take a ship like the rest of the Pokemon around here, and there's a bit of a waiting list for those. You can get one on those like rickety vessels, but that isn't safe. Could you imagine being out in the middle of the ocean and sinking?
Oh!
Yes!
Apparently, I'll turn into Titus for a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Oh, screw you, Dungeon Master. I hate your jokes.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Well, thanks for the help in any case.
Yeah. All right. So, while you two are watching things, you notice there is a kind of like a big stampede of Pokemon going through the Avenue of Fortune, where it becomes all crowded. And so do some perception checks to keep an eye on Sora.
Oh, great.
Perception.
Oh,
Why?
the same one.
Wow.
That's pretty good, but
Rafa!
you kind of like you lose him. Kind of, you can go in his general direction though. You have to kind of go in there though.
Oh,
wait a
crap.
minute. Wait.
Why are we losing him so easily? He was just in
Wait.
front of us.
Wait a minute, Lucius. Did you say you're from Ironforge?
Aren't you guys outside while I'm inside?
No, he came with you inside.
Yes.
Oh, wait. Then why were you making a perception check to keep an eye on?
I didn't know. I don't know.
Oh.
I just.
Me and Rafa just lost sight of the guy.
I was looking out the window. Looking out the window. Wait. Where'd he go?
I guess we're just gonna have to follow his general direction. Which way did he go off
wait.
to?
Okay, so Lucius, you said you're from Ironforge, correct?
Did something happen to Sora?
No, something happened to Sora, but I
Let's focus on Sora for now. I'll answer that. We can chat later.
Listen.
Sam, you're terrible.
I think this might be of importance to you.
I'm already heading out to help find Sora.
You're terrible at lying, Henry.
I wasn't lying. I was going to talk about the time I performed.
Okay, stay
I
focused.
wasn't talking of. I wasn't planning on lying. I was gonna talk about the time that Henry performed in Ironforge.
Well, you
Because,
sure
I said
failed
he's
it.
from the grass continent, so he probably performed all over the grass continent already.
Well, you failed at that, Henry. Well done.
Okay.
Let's go look for Sora.
Okay, so Rafa and Rodney make a strength athletics to kind of like swim through all these Pokemon to get to him.
This is crap.
Rodney, you are able to catch up, and you see him talking to. You saw him talk to a Pokemon. You saw him talking to a Nidoqueen, and then he kind of walked over to the left a bit. So you have to strength athletics some more.
Come on, Sora.
Well,
Come on.
Rafa, you just kind of lost him.
I'm too short.
Huh. All right, you make it.
Back here.
You make it over to the Nidoqueen.
Which way did that little friend run?
Oh, he was just going over towards that he's going to that alleyway with a few shady looking Pokemon.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
Sora, get back here!
And you could see exactly what alleyway she's talking about, and you could probably get to there.
Oh, great. Can I just yell to get the other people's attention? The other guy's attention?
They're kind of behind you still, and they're still kind of like Pokemon walking through this long, narrow streetway.
Don't lose him. Don't lose him.
But I can't just go by myself!
You have to.
Blimey, do I have to go on my own?
Seems that way.
God damn it. I'll go on ahead.
So going to the dark alleyway? So how are you approaching this dark alleyway?
I'm gonna peek and make sure that he's there.
Okay, when you peek into this alleyway, you see like this group of Scrafty surrounding what you imagine to be Sora, and there's you could see kind of on the farther end of the alley there's a Scraggy, like the evolved form of it.
I honestly do not believe this.
Actually, Scraggy is the.
Or sorry, yeah, other way around.
Change it, reverse it.
Yeah, just get
Oh,
a.
for freak's sake.
They're
You said you weren't going down a shady alley.
it's Callum and his gang on Pokemon Twitter.
I do not know. If only I had a plan. God. Oh, no.
They seem to be kind of like talking about something.
This isn't good.
I mean, you can try overhearing what they're saying.
Sure. I'll try overhearing what they're saying. Mike?
Yeah.
I'll try overhearing what they're saying.
Okay. Don't get some sass.
That's what you get for testing my patience.
Meanwhile, the group catches up to Rafa. Oh, you did that's your roll is 19?
Yes.
All right. I thought I was waiting for you to roll. I didn't know that was your roll. Okay. You they seem to be.
Hold on. That was my previous roll. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought so. I didn't see it change, so.
But what do I have to do? Perception?
Yeah, it's perception.
Jeebus, you should have said something. Okay.
Okay, so it's... Wait, Oh, no, it's 15 plus 3. Yeah, okay. So what you can make out is you could hear the Scraggy say, "You'll give us the flower."
Oh, nonsense.
They seem to be whispering, but you caught that.
We're gonna need to get that Lucretia, see?
Oh god, what am I gonna do? I don't have a plan! Do I make a distraction? Do I confront them? What do I do? As you can tell, Phantom was the one who came up with plans, usually.
Just act like you're Sora's parent or something. What are you doing down there?
Oh, you know what?
The Scraggies are like kind of like making gang signs and kind of like cracking their necks.
You know what? That might not actually be the worst thing in the world to hear. To actually imitate Sora's mother. Oh god, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't know!
What are the rest of you doing while Rodney decides here?
Crowd.
Well,
You
met
caught
we
up.
met up.
Yeah.
Rafa, do you know what happened to Sora?
The crowd.
Oh, great. Of course a crowd happened. How are we gonna find him?
We have to go through the crowd.
Well, we don't even have a way of... If we don't even have a way of finding him, then...
Rodney's in there.
I assume it'd be physically impossible for me to find Rodney.
Technically he is peeking into an alleyway, so you probably could find him if you look around this sea of Pokemon.
That'd be an investigation check, right?
Perception.
Make a good one, come on!
Make a good one. Might I remind you that...
No.
I hope that it would bring us luck.
Alright.
Just
What about the
Perception,
rest
let's
of
go.
very rude people just kind of bashing through you.
What about the rest of you?
Yeah, 17 is fair. Okay, so with 17, you could see Rodney peeking into an alleyway. He seems to be unsure what he's doing. He seems like very hesitant. He's about to like go in, but then stops himself. But again, he's through all these Pokemon, so you're gonna have to like kind of push your way through.
Strength.
Wait, oh shit! I thought we were doing a perception check.
Oh, well, Rafa's kind of just pointing out for you now where he is.
Okay.
Time to put those crowd crawling skills to
Now
work.
you do your athletics checks.
Anyway,
Okay.
while they're doing that, can I look at how many of them there are?
There are 4 Scraggy and 1 Scrafty.
I cannot handle that by myself. I'm gonna need to provide a distraction, but what to do?
Before I bother
on.
making any athletic rolls or anything, is it possible for me to jump to where Rodney is?
Yeah, you could actually kind of like jump on top of those like canopy things and you can get over there. You can just jump over there, really.
Okay, then yeah, I'm not going to bother with athletics, and I'm just going to jump to where Rodney is.
Okay.
Let's see.
As you seem to be debating what you're
possible?
doing, Lucius kind of lands in front of you.
Rodney, what happened?
Sora is in the alleyway with Scrafty and Scraggy surrounding him, and I do not know what to do.
Oh, crap.
I was gonna say that I'm gonna roll the dice and I'm gonna throw a distraction at them, but I don't know.
We definitely need to get their attention. And okay, so what does this alleyway look like exactly?
It looks like an alleyway. There's maybe like a little like bin in there, but it's just kind of like this narrow dark passage between a building.
Okay, so that there's no diverging pathways or
No.
anything like that.
It's just
I was thinking maybe of throwing the dice that I have and seeing if they'll look over the other way. But I don't think that's gonna work.
Let me think.
Did somebody say distraction?
Speaking of which, neither Henry nor Rafa actually made it through.
What were your rolls? I got distracted with another event.
My roll was 12 and Rafa's was 14.
No. You guys can't get through these guys.
Ah!
They're gonna be a while.
I'll
So
just
it's
try
2
to use.
against 5.
Oh, that's it. That's it. I'll try using a new technique that I developed, trying to reverse engineer the Denki Dama.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'll cast silence.
Silence, okay. So that is...
I don't know if that will help, but I'll try doing it.
Okay,
To
so...
try get us through here.
Let me see here.
I'll take a quick swing of water while I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's okay. So what this does is... So... Where the hell is it? Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong... Ah, okay, here it is. So within 120 feet of you, you can make kind of like this 20-foot radius sphere that everything will be silent in. And it's immune to thunder damage. So sound.
All right. So I will pull back. I will pull back the orb so that it is just where its end is just right in front of the alleyway.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So, are you here, Lucius?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so as you're kind of talking, everything goes silent.
You sure about that? Because I think a dog just barked.
Yeah, that's the activation for it. But everything goes silent, so you were unable to hear Rodney. And...
Unbelievable.
Crap.
Well, I guess it's time to just run in and charge.
Okay.
Hen-
Wait.
let me get this clear. Did you want it to go, like, inside the alleyway?
I said it. I was planning to have it be in front of the alleyway, but inside the alleyway works, I guess.
Well, whatever. Well, they're outside of it, so it would affect them. But do you, like,
Yeah.
so you want it like outside, like? Oh, I guess what I'm asking here is, do you want it to affect the? Well, you don't even know they're there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like it's like some of it's gonna be in the alleyway.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys do go silent.
Yeah, great. Cool. Perfect.
Well, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, coordinate now. That's just great.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
You're on sand.
Uh,
And what's that got to do with it?
Draw the sand.
wait, actually, I'm a miner. Can I dig a tunnel down to where Sora is and then dig him back?
You would need the move dig for that. If you were to do it manually, it'd take forever.
Okay.
Oh, for freak's sake. I guess
Figured.
we have to go in and attack them, I guess.
Okay, no, well, I don't think attacking
No.
them is what we need to do. We
But
just
we
need
do
to,
A distraction for them.
yes.
I don't know what.
Is there anything inside the alleyway that looks like it could be flammable?
No, it's mainly sand, stone. So as for the buildings, it's in between. And depending on what's inside the little garbage there, maybe.
Is it possible?
Henry's
that-
currently trying to sneak through the silenced masses into the alleyway.
Okay.
possible
I guess you maybe have maybe dazed a few people with why is everything quiet all of a sudden. So give another athletics with advantage.
So 2d20 plus 1, right?
It would be 2d20, take the highest plus 1.
Do
to
it.
get through the crowd.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with 2d20 and then add 1 to each of the one that's the best.
All right.
I was just about to suggest that I was
There you
gonna
go.
take...
You get
17.
Not happening.
I was
It's
just
like
about
me
to...
in real life, man. I get lost in crowds.
Henry.
I was just...
Henry gets to you guys who can't. You can't really. You can't really articulate right now in your own silence.
Henry pulls his hat out of his bag and points to it. He then snaps his fingers to end the spell.
Okay. You hear the sounds of the Avenue to Fortune again.
Oh, blimey. Look, the three of us are gonna have to go in there and take them on.
I don't think we could take them on, but...
We gotta provide a distraction. I was thinking about taking the dice that I have and throwing it to see if they'll look the other way.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, if
Distractions?
Yeah, if
Why,
we
that's
can-
something I'm amazing at.
Yeah, if we can distract them and then exit out into the crowd, they probably won't attack us once we get back out.
Please provide a distraction so we can get them out in one piece.
Haha. Oh wait, this is the Oh my.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
What's
Oh,
this?
you're using your hat?
Oh, it's a coin. Okay, it's the coin again.
Oh no, it's not. It's not a coin.
Is it?
Is 8 the coin?
So nothing happens, but
It's the confetti, isn't it?
nothing
Put the
happens.
hat in there!
Nothing happens for now.
Huh?
Nothing happens for now.
Toss
Okay.
the hat.
It's not the double hat, that's 10.
Yeah.
Let me think. If we can just... Henry, you can move your dancing lights around, right?
Ah, yes, I can.
Here's what I'm... No, wait, they're dark types. They wouldn't be afraid of ghosts.
Look, guys, the longer we talk about this, he's getting mugged.
You do remember that my dancing lights look like me.
Let's just think of the fastest distraction you can think of, and let's try and distract them.
All of a sudden, like Henry's hat explodes with confetti. And they turn around.
That's great.
Oh, get him, guys!
No!
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, this is fantastic.
I
You
roll
should have
for
just thrown the
initiative?
freaking hat!
I'm still stuck in the crowd. Do I roll initiative?
Yeah. You do.
Oh my gosh.
This is why I told you to throw the hat!
No, I will not lose an important magic item, okay? I will not lose an important magic item.
Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
All right.
God, what was my initiative again?
Your dex.
4.
So Lucius and Henry got the same thing. So does anyone preferably want to go first here? Out of you two?
I do.
Okay. We'll get
I got it. Oh, I've actually got a really good idea.
Henry, Lucius, Rafa, for Rafa.
Why'd you do
I have advantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
so that's 10. That's 13. Oh, Rafa got the same as Henry and me.
oh, okay. Well, since you're not here, you'll go last. What was your what was your roll, Rodney?
16. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, 16.
Okay, so Rodney and Sora. He goes first, actually. Actually, no, the Scrafty go first.
Oh, fuck.
Scrafty. Scraggy, he goes first.
Oh no.
We're doomed.
Mimikyu, he goes
We made a
last.
dumb mistake.
We're screwed.
You did the best thing.
Listen, I thought I would. I thought it would have the shell or the baby or something that could distract.
That's at the
Okay.
door.
Okay, so Scraggy, then they kind of like push Sora back. And
What's to do?
they start, well, two of them do anyway, and then they start running up to you. And they're going to take a few swings at, I guess Rodney was the one peeking inside the alleyway, so.
I hate you guys so much.
You have disadvantage at least.
Yeah. This would be plus, does 11, no, 11 does not hit you.
No.
And 11 would not hit you again. So you're
No.
good, thanks to Lucius. Scraggy is going to... He seems to be just kind of hanging back. And then Sora says, "No, wait! They're with me!" Then all of a sudden they kind of like cease.
Ha. Sora?
Wait,
What?
no.
What are you guys doing? I was making a deal.
We thought you were in trouble. Freaking idiot.
Were they with you, kid? Says the Scrafty. Yeah, they're with me. Oh.
Yes, we apologize for the misunderstanding.
Well, get in the alleyway. We don't need attention coming here.
Gee,
Oh yes.
Sure.
Can we
Okay.
get Rafa over here first?
Yeah, do you mind if we do it quickly? Do you mind if we bring another friend who's with us in?
Well, I was expecting this transaction between me and the kid to go over fast and smooth, you hear?
Okay, guys. Okay.
Okay.
Let's just forget Rafa for now. Let's just do this deal.
Let's just go in and
Okay.
make the transaction.
Yes.
Okay, so, little homie, you said you're gonna give me the Lucretia flower for 6 liner tickets. Is that correct? Yeah. Excellent. And so,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough, yeah.
Sora reaches in his bag, and he gives him Lucretia flower he had from Lucretia. And the Scraggy seems to be kind of looking it over, trying to see if it's like maybe authentic or if it's a fake. It's like, oh, good. This is the real deal. My toots of a girlfriend will love this.
Yeah, she really will. I gave a Gracidia to my friend once, and she really loved it as well. So I'm sure your girlfriend will like this too.
Yeah, I was gonna go all the way to the grass continent to go get one of these flowers for my toots of a girlfriend, but it would take too long here on the sand continent. It's harder to get access to one of these flowers. Because they say there's a Shaymin village out in the middle of that barren wasteland, but like me and my boys are not gonna go and risk our lives on some wild goose chase, you hear?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like we can find it on the black market or nothing.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Well, you thought I was gonna mug the kid, didn't you?
I honestly did think you were.
And the Scraggy's like, our boss is the Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour.
We only do muggins on Tuesday.
All right. Well, thank you for the transaction. This'll This is really helpful.
It's really helpful for me, too. Let's go, boys! And they start, like, doing, like, gang signs and walking down the alleyway.
They're just Team Skull,
Team
man.
Skull. We're bad.
Wait, no, they're Team Alolan Skull, because actual Team Skull actually exists in this universe.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's why I wanted to. I've been working on a mashup between both Team Skull themes.
I just returned to Sora and I'm like, just so you know, that interaction is not going to be every interaction you come across.
Well, I'm a good judge of character.
But,
Oh, okay. So you got us tickets on a liner?
Yeah.
Which one?
To the grass continent. That's where they were gonna go.
Oh, that's the tickets they were going to use.
Yeah.
Well, no going to the Expedition Society for us.
I suppose not.
Okay.
I guess first we gotta make our plans to Ironforge.
Aren't we missing someone?
Oh, Rafa's... Rafa's busy in the crowd.
At this point, she might have been trampled.
You finally make it to this alleyway, Rafa, now that things have cooled down.
About time you showed up, Rafa. You missed the party.
Yeah, very funny. I think I was in a party.
Well...
You know, I'm just messing with you.
I know.
When does the liner leave?
You don't really know.
That's why I'm asking him.
Oh, well, you'd have to go and check, like, at the liner or ask around.
Yeah, then let's check to see when our ship leaves then.
Okay, so do you want to kind of, like, go over to, like, where maybe the cafe is? 'Cause that's close to the... That's where Sora knows, or, Rafa knows. Yeah. Okay. So you walk down the Avenue of Fortune. It's still a little crowded. You're kind of losing each other a little bit, but kind of finding yourselves again. But, you get to kind of the central area of this town. There is a little fountain there, but it seems pretty dry. You couldn't really get water from it unless you want to drink salt water from the sea over to the eastern side. But yeah, you are in the central part. You see what looks like the docks. You could see like a few ships very familiar to what you boarded when you started your adventure. You see a cafe. I guess I should mention when you came into town, you saw Kecleon. He had kind of like a, it looked like he had a 5 o'clock shadow, but it was really just him changing his chin kind of black.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much what you see. You see little like abodes, maybe some sort of shops kind of built into the stone.
All right. So what do you guys think we should do first? Do you think we should get some supplies at Kecleon's, or do you think we should check on the ship first?
Supplies, obviously.
Yes, let us look for supplies.
Okay.
So you'd have to walk all over back over to the gate to get there, but you can do.
Oh, if it's back where we came, then never mind. Let's not do that.
You don't have to go through the Avenue of Fortune. That's kind of like its own thing. The gate, you can get to the gate easy without being like impeded.
Yeah, but Pokemon were staring at us at the gate.
Yeah, there was that. Yes.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Something's gone off.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so where do you want to go then, if you're not going to Kecleon?
Maybe Kecleon later. I think we should head to port and see when our ship leaves first.
Okay. So you make your way to the port. You can see like some Pokemon boarding a ship. Very feels very nostalgic for you seeing that. But over to the other side, there's a Lapras liner, and there's a line just winding. But there's kind of like a little information thing over to the left.
Okay, let's head to the information thing and show them our ticket.
All right. So you see in this like little booth, you see a Seviper kind of like snickering kind of inside this little booth. Don't know how she got in there or if I has to get out because there's like a glass thing on it.
Okay. Excuse me.
Oh, hello.
We have some tickets for a ship, and we'd like to know when it is going to leave. Would you be able to tell us that?
Let me see them. Are you just gonna show them?
Yeah.
Flash them? Yes. That's tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Okay.
How'd you get your hands on those?
A simple trade.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess I shouldn't impose. Is that all you wanted to ask?
Yeah.
Have a good day, then.
You too. Okay. Well, we're not...
Back. What happened?
Our ship leaves tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, Lapras. And you know Lapras is faster than a ship.
Oh, wait. Our tickets are for Lapras?
Yeah.
Ha ha ha!
Oh. Okay. Okay, so then, yeah, our Lapras leaves tomorrow morning. So the good news is we'll be able to leave and head to the grass continent fairly quickly. The bad news is we need to figure out how we're going to stay here for a night.
Especially given that looks a little...
Rafa, you've been here before. Do you have any idea of a safe way of sleeping the night?
You know of a place, Rafa, it's where you kind of stayed. You kind of locked up tight, but you didn't really have any problems there.
Oh, well, we can lock up even tighter than that thanks to Rodney, so...
Okay.
All right, Rafa, I guess take us there and might as well get ourselves some rooms.
Sora seems to be, like, staring at the ocean.
Oh.
Come on, Rafa. No, hold on. Come on, Sora. Let's get moving.
First time you've seen the ocean, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, I have seen an ocean before, but when I was me. Never mind. We're going to go sleep. What? Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
So you're just going to take them to that inn, Rafa?
Yep.
Okay. You arrive at this inn. It kind of doubles as like a little cafe too. But
What?
I hate the word but.
when you get to these doors of this inn/cafe, you hear a familiar voice. And that familiar voice sounds like... Yes, I used to be a captain. I can show you the ship anytime.
Captain Oliver?
You hear that boisterous voice coming from inside there.
That's captain of the old ship.
I guess last you guys saw him, he was attacking you.
Yeah, last I saw him attacking, so I'm probably going to be warily trying to avoid him.
What?
And
I
instead,
have so many questions.
if you wanna chat up with your old captain, you can. I'd rather not, personally, if you don't mind.
I
So,
kind of do have a couple of questions.
Okay, then let the rest of us will get our room. You can chat with him. Just try not to mention us, okay?
Right. Can I just go up to where I heard his boisterous voice?
You're outside right now. You haven't walked into the inn yet.
Oh, we haven't, have we?
No.
No.
So where did it come from?
Inside.
Okay.
So
inside.
basically, when we get inside, we split off. You can chat with Captain Oliver. We will get our room. So let's do that.
Right, my friend. It's time you and I had a little chat.
All right. So you walk inside, and you're a pretty large group, and you look around this place, and it's kind of like a homely little place. You got a bunch of tables set up. There's a few Pokemon sitting at them, drinking. And you see, sure enough, you see this Tyranitar kind of like sitting there drinking something out of a cup with a kind of Lilligant draped over his shoulder. And he's kind of going on with that whole thing you heard outside with, I used to be a captain, I could show you the ship, but I lost it in a great battle. But then his eyes kind of meet you over by the door, and his jovial kind of attitude kind of drops, and he's kind of like deer in the headlights, and you just hear him go, oh shit.
I just storm right up to Captain Oliver. I'm just gonna storm right up to him.
As you do that, he books it out of his chair and he starts running through the back.
Hey, Oliver, get back here!
Okay. What are the rest of you doing? Well, I think Rodney's chasing him.
As I said before, we're going to get a room.
Okay.
I kind of don't want anything to do with him.
Okay, so since you guys are doing the boring, is anyone else going with Rodney? No.
I'm not going to where the Rodney.
Okay.
I'm not following the cat in any circumstances. No.
All right, Rodney, you're in hot pursuit of this guy. So first he's like, he's going through a kitchen. And on his way out, he knocks over a, just kind of like this rack to kind of impede you.
Well, I'm gonna have to try to run fast enough to dive under it.
Okay, you're gonna try to do it. Do an acrobatics. Perfect. You slide with grace. You do like the Kevin Home Alone like on your knees thing. But you're still in pursuit of him. You're still caught up to him, and he's going out the back door. All right.
Come on, I just need a few questions.
Oh no. He's running. Okay. Next, you're kind of in a back alley right now. He is going to knock over a trash can again to try to impede you.
I'm going to jump over it.
Another acrobatics. You stumble over a little bit, but you don't think you're losing him. We're doing my chase mechanics right now that I'm trying to implement. Thank you for being my test subject. Okay, so you're out in the main street right now. He looks over and he's running towards the Avenue of Fortune.
Oh, I do not think so.
So, do a athletics to try and keep up with him.
Oh, great. Oh, shoot. If only I had a rope. Okay.
Perfect. You just need one more. Okay, you are in the Avenue of Fortune right now. He is trying to lose you amongst all these Pokemon. Give a perception check. You found him. Okay, this is successful. You see him. You saw him try and hide in the exact same alley the Scraggy were in, and you could easily make your way over there.
I'm going to run over and like.
Okay, you see him kind of like against the side of the wall, huffing and puffing. He's like, "Oh."
Normally, it's the villains who have people against back alley walls, not the heroes. But okay.
Captain!
Hi, Rodney. Be good.
Captain. You gave me quite a good chase, but hold on. Oh god, gotta catch my breath. Oh my gosh, you're still alive? How the heck are you still alive?
Well, it's a little secret.
A little secret, huh? Would
Yes.
it happen to involve some sort of double trouble?
What do you mean by that?
You had a clone on the ship, didn't you?
No. Even without an insight check, you know he's full of shit.
Prepare for trouble
You
and
not
make
count-
it double.
Well, it doesn't matter now. What I do need to know... Oh, gosh. I have several questions. Whew. How did you manage to escape the ship?
What do you mean escape?
You mean you were never on the ship to begin with?
No, I just got a lifeboat and got off.
Oh, man, you idiot. You have no idea the hell that I have been through just to get back on the solid ground.
What do you mean? Pluck should have been able to guide you. You can see far, for goodness sake.
Your ship.
I left it in the direction of the water continent. Unless someone moved something, then it should have gone there.
We were attacked. We were attacked by a group of pirates. And they ended up tearing our ship to shreds. And you are telling me that you have no idea that that ever happened.
He seems to be, like, taken aback by this. Wait,
Captain.
you were attacked?
Captain. What the hell happened to you? You're telling me there was a body double on the ship this entire time?
Well, okay, if you want the truth, it's that Peeplup that was with you.
You mean Rain?
Yes, Rain.
But how could this be ever linked to that little puffball? I don't understand.
Upon further investigation, I found out he was the grandson of a former friend, partner of mine named Orly.
Lee. Do I have any idea of that name?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Yes. Whether you may have, like, heard Rain say it in stride, or you maybe read it somewhere, you know Orly was kind of like a famous explorer. And you may have heard whispers of it while you were on the ship with Oliver here. And you know him and Oliver were partners at one point.
Wait, Lee and Rain, they were related? I
Yes.
had no idea.
He's his grandfather, and let's just say, well, I haven't been doing good things.
Oh no. Oh, you're not serious.
Back in my youth, Orly caught on to me doing... let's say, well, let's just say it how it is, right? Stealing. And he did not like that, and we lost our friendship over that. And his parting words with me were... What were they again? I think they were, "You better hope I never catch a single trace of ya, because I'll turn your sorry carcass in next time I see ya." And when I saw his grandson, you could imagine that got me a little worried.
And so you decided to take a life ship away.
I did it with the best intentions. I did not want the rest of the crew getting caught up in it.
Well, it didn't stop the ship from being sunk anyway. This is unbelievable.
That...
But I'm more surprised that you ended up admitting that you stole in your past.
I know. You all tried so hard to make up for your upbringings, and here I was, doing those very things behind your back.
Do you think I trusted you?
I understand if you don't forgive me.
I've been going through a lot of trouble myself.
What
I did that.
hurts me the most is knowing the crew. You said that they didn't make it.
Well, the last thing I know was that me and several people ended up managing to escape, but none of them were the crew members. Something weird happened to them, actually, as a matter of fact.
What do you mean by weird?
Ugh. How to explain in the nicest way possible what happened that night? Mike, I'm gonna need a little help here.
So from your perspective, you just kind of saw Pokemon kind of, like, just fighting each other randomly.
Were I able to tell that the only people that were affected specifically were dark types?
I don't really know. You saw all the, like, the pirates on the other ship, the Black Rose Bandits or whatever. They all started fighting each other.
It was the weirdest thing. When we were trying to escape, the whole lot of them, they started attacking over each other for no reason. I don't expect this to make sense, but for some strange reason, we weren't affected at all.
But I guess one thing you could point out is the fact that he attacked you, but it obviously wasn't him.
But the weirdest thing of all, now that you're telling me this, your double attacked me for no reason too, but...
That should not happen. Duo is coward.
No, that shouldn't be it. Duo is a coward, huh? That's
Yes,
very strange.
he looked after the ship while I did my things that I am
That
not.
doesn't make any sense. How could a whole bunch of people on the ship from various walks of life suddenly go and attack each other ferociously like that? It makes no sense.
No, it does not.
Well, look. All I'm glad is that I'm pleased that you're not dead.
I'm very pleased you are not dead, too.
I was actually worried that no one else got off it either.
Well, that could be the case.
Yeah. And then it just hits me like Phantom was probably on that ship too. I don't say that out loud, but I just think that.
All right.
Look, I'm gonna have to get back to me and my guys. You do whatever the heck you want. I just wanted your answers.
Okay. No turning in or anything? Or is, wait a minute. I did not see the little people up with you. Where is he?
I don't know. He was with us, but he must have ran off.
I guess there's nothing to be worrying about then. Come on!
You keep an eye out in case you see him, right?
Well, I probably run if I see him.
Well, tell me anyway. See ya.
Okay.
Then I just walk off.
Wait, Rodney, I have something for you.
Something?
Mm-hmm. He reaches into his bag and he pulls out a pair of gloves.
What are these?
Used these in my youth for opening very delicate things that I needed to open very quietly without the authority. Pokemon hearing.
In other words, a way to add stuff to
Uh,
lockpicking. That's very convenient.
And they are too
My
small
eyes just
for me.
light up. My eyes just light up as I happily take them.
Yeah. Perhaps you could make better use of them. But
As
to be honest,
of unlocking, of course.
After hearing this information, I think my days of doing that sort of thing are over.
You know, I might be going through a similar thing myself. I wanted to be an explorer. I really did. But then I get tangled up in that mess, I get tangled up in this mess. I'm conflicted as what I'm gonna do.
Well, you are fine. You have good head on your shoulders, and he pats your shoulder.
Good. Thanks. I guess?
Yes.
Let's just pretend that this never happened.
I be agreeing. So you two, gotta make your way back unless you want to maybe buy something in this Avenue of Fortune, but it's still kind of like...
I really should be getting back to my
Yeah,
blankets.
yeah, alright. So you make it back. I assume the guys have set up a room. There's only 2 to a room, so you guys are gonna have to pay a gold for your stay. For 2 people. Between 2 people, so 3 gold in total.
Okay.
But Rodney finally shows up again, looking a little tired, a little dusty.
Great, I'll just take the 3 gold from mine.
Okay. And it's 2 to a room, so yeah, split up the rooms however you want.
How do you do, guys?
We got a room.
That's great. I could use a little rest after the exercise.
And you see Rodney. Are you wearing them right now?
I'm not, actually. I put them in my bag.
Okay. Well, you're not wearing the gloves. But they add, I'll tell you this now. They add +5 to sleight of hands, lockpicking, and lockpicking. Gloves of thievery. Okay. Yeah. Well, he shows up. And
Hold on, that means it's a +12.
Yeah, it does.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's... Oh my god.
Okay, well, yeah, 3 rooms. How are you splitting up?
That's a good question, because Rodney only has 1 lock. Wait, actually, here's a thought. Can we make sure that Rodney houses all of our valuables and Sora?
Sora's willing to. And,
Do you want me to do what?
Basically, there are 3 rooms. Basically, I want you to be a room with Sora and with all of our stuff. And then we'll, I don't really care that much how the other rooms, but I want you to be in a room with Sora and all of our stuff because you have the magic lock.
Me being on bodyguard duty, isn't it?
No, it's just you keeping everything safe.
Yeah.
You're a safe.
Yes. Basically, you're safe.
Well, I'll be more than happy to do that. Yes.
Okay, who else wants a room?
I
Rafa.
don't know if the orbs would appreciate that.
Mimikyu kind of taps you on the shoulder, Lucius.
You want to go with me, Mimikyu?
and he seems to be like pointing to himself with putting items out and then putting them back in himself.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's true. We could otherwise store stuff with Mimikyu as well.
We should probably keep the orbs with us at the very least.
Okay, here's what I think. Instead, I think... Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Here's what I think. And I'm making sure to say this in a whisper so as not to be overheard, by the way.
Okay.
Okay, we'll leave our valuables with Mimikyu. If you want to keep the orbs, you can keep the orbs, but because they do seem to be temperamental, but...
I thought I was supposed to hold the items.
Well, we'll put the items with Mimikyu, and then he'll bunk with you.
Okay.
And then, that way the items are extra secure.
I just hope that I get a good night's rest for once.
Okay. So, Rafa, since you're the only girl among us, I'll let you decide. I'll let you take pick of who you want to bunk with.
I'll bunk with Sora.
Yeah.
Okay, and that leaves me and Henry. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Alrighty.
Have fun
Okay,
with Henry,
so we'll,
Lucas.
dunk all our valuables on Mimikyu, and yeah, you heard it.
Okay. And are you just gonna...
Yes, I heard it. I'm right here. I've just been muted this whole time.
Are you going to kind of laze the day away, or you have anything planned? Are you gonna...
I do feel like going on a supply run might be a good idea, but at the same time...
We might want to replenish all those spikes that someone threw.
I mean...
Don't look at me.
I mean, weapons aren't too big of a priority because Ironforge, my hometown Ironforge, we happen to specialize in weapons, so I don't think weapons are too big of a priority, maybe a couple, but if we just want general supplies for the road ahead, maybe we should send 2 people off to gather supplies while the rest of us will just laze off.
Okay. Well, we can do supplies after the session. So is there anything meaningful you want to do here right now?
No.
Okay.
We can always ask the orb if it has an agenda for us.
It doesn't. They don't seem to be reacting in any way, Henry and Rafa's orb. So they just seem...
Let's get some sleep.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, we're all weak anyway, so yeah.
Okay. Also, I'll assume you went to the Kecleon shop, but we'll do that after the fact because I don't want to go into like game time going through items.
Yeah.
Okay.
Item management.
Yeah. That's why I cut it out during that.
Oh, you actually cut that part?
No, I mean that's why when I was playing that game, I cut it out. Just
okay.
Buying items. You wake up the next day well rested. Everything seems to be there. Everything's in order.
Yeah. And we're fully back to health.
Yep, and you are full health and half your hit die are back.
Thank the Lord.
Okay. I assume my armor is still not the best in the world, though, right?
Yeah, it's still degraded.
Where's my hit
Still
die?
melted.
You think you could maybe get that fixed at Ironforge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you eat your meals, and are you just gonna go to the Lapras?
Yeah.
Ready to set sail.
All right, all 6 of you, you go over to the docks, sport your tickets, get on the back of this Lapras, and that's where we'll end. No cliffhangers.
Okay.
We survived.
Ugh.
We had like
Great.
war.
Oh wow,
meetings.
it's like right at 8 o'clock too. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah,
like war
absolutely.
meetings leading up to this session
You know-
that we never had to do.
You know, the funny thing is, I was just thinking like a week ago, You know, despite all this planning, I'm betting money that we're actually not going to see the human at all.
Yeah.
I was thinking that, and it turned out to be true.
Yeah.
I was completely like I was preparing myself to die and then make a new character and
I should probably say, I hate you so much for making me worry for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, well, you got a brand new... You know why you got that item, too, is you got all 3 of the checks.
Yep.
Yeah, if you got all 3 of the checks, you got those awesome gloves, and you got the awesome gloves.
I love it. This is gonna be fun.
No lock will stand a chance with the maximum roll of a 32.
And a sleight of hand is
every
pretty...
lock shall be opened.
So with sleight of hand, that makes it 4 plus 5, that's 9.
Oh, yeah.
9! Ah, great. Though they look suspicious.
Yeah. Okay, well, you missed out on some stuff, too, that, you're gonna be pretty bummed out about, but you'll eventually find out what it is, but I think we'll end our session there.
So, boy.
Yay!
Thank you. So thank you.
Missed important side quests.
Yeah.
We just wanted to live.
Well, the thing is, you didn't miss them, you got them, but you didn't do anything with them now.
Oh, I know.
Alright, but, yeah. Good night. Happy Area 51 rating. And I'll see you all later.
It turns out they had like a party there.
Yeah.
That's
They're not.
unbelievable.
I don't think they're actually gonna rush it. No one's actually gonna do it.
Yeah, they had a party. They had a party at Area
That's actually unbelievable.
at Area 51. That was
Are you telling me that was actually civilized?
yeah. And the
was
guard
that?
and apparently the guards were chill about it. They were like, "Hey, okay, if you actually intend to rush, no, we're gonna shoot you. But if you're just gonna go over there, have a party, that's chill."
Yeah, just.
All right. Let's end the session right freaking now before we go on rant. Let's go.
Yeah, stay behind the barbed wire.
Bye.
Stay behind the barbed wire, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.